Interlinking SEO. Hey guys, Chris M. Walker from Superstar SEO here. In today's video, we're going to continue our SEO 101 series and talk about a simple SEO hack that you can implement on your site to boost every single page on your site all at once and make it real easy for your users to find your stuff and in turn make you some money. So let's dive into it and get started. All right, guys, continuing our example, we're here at the site we've been working on throughout this series, the Keto for Vegan site. And for those of you that have been following along, you can see I finally got around to updating the header image to something that's at least both keto and vegan. So we got that going for us. A quick definition, I guess. We're going to be talking about inner pages today as versus the home page. The home page is simply the main page of your site, the one that will land on when they don't put anything after the slash. An inner page is basically every other page on the site. So as you can see, I've added a bunch of blog posts, and that's kind of what we're going to be working with today. But any other page is an inner page. So that just means inner page just means a page other than the home page. So we're going to jump over here to the blog. And as you can see, I added about, I think it's like 6 or 7 blog posts to the site. Let's start with this one, vegan keto snacks on the go. So what you want to do, an interlink just means to link one page to another page so people can find their way around the site. So what we're going to do is edit this post. And what we're going to do is find a place where we can put a link in this article over to another one on the site. So what we'll do is open that in another tab and you just kind of want to read through it. And let's see, vegan keto snacks. So what we're going to do here is we're going to copy this and then we're going to look at our blog. And I happen to know that we have another article that this fits well. But basically you want to find another place on the site that would relate to that. So here we have an article for vegan keto snack. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this URL. I'm going to copy it. We're going to come over here. And we're going to paste it into this link. Apply. And now we're going to update. So now when somebody searches vegan keto snacks on the go and they find our page and they're reading through it, they'll find a link over to that. And they'll now be able to see this article on vegan keto snacks as well. So that's going to keep them on the site. And it's also going to make it easier for them to find things. And more importantly, when Google lands on this page, they're going to be able to do what's called crawl the site and go over to that. So that's basically what we're going to do. So let's do a couple more examples. Okay, so this one, vegan keto before and after. So let's look over at the blog and see if we have any articles that we think we can probably link to that in a natural way. Vegan keto weight loss results. So let's copy the URL for that because there'll probably be something that we can link to there. So edit and let's see if there's anything in here about weight loss. Now see, in this one we don't have the exact term vegan keto weight loss results, but we do have the term weight loss. So instead of finding the exact one, it doesn't always have to be the anchor. The anchor meaning the text that's going to link doesn't always have to be exact. Although ideally it would be, but it doesn't in this particular case. So we'll insert, and there we go. You can also link to more than one page. So for example, we can take this vegan keto and just link our home page to it. Then we're going to update that and view post. And one thing I don't like about this theme is it's really hard to see the links, but that's okay. You can see now if somebody's here, they can jump right over to our home page, or they can use that other link. There it is, weight loss, and jump over to vegan keto weight loss results. So that's something more that they're interested in. So I hope you kind of get the point. It's basically just creating a path through the site for visitors to use. This is super powerful because when we start doing links and other things like that, if we link to this page, Google's going to pass what it calls link juice over to the next page that it's linked to, and it's going to work its way all the way down. So let's look at another example of a site that really does this well. Okay, so we're here at Wikipedia, and we're at the article on baseball, which is my favorite sport. So if you see here in the text, they have all sorts of links linking to other pages on their site. So let's see if we want to look at, let's see, National League. So we'll click on National League, and then it's going to take us over to the article about National League. And then from there, we can see World Series. And then that's going to take us over to an article about the World Series. You see how this makes it easy to stay on topic and kind of find your way around this site? Maybe we'll go over to the Boston Red Sox. And then from there, the Atlanta Braves. And it just kind of keeps digging its way down, and it keeps you on the site, and it makes it easier for both the people navigating it to understand and for Google to understand. And that's kind of our goal here. Wikipedia is probably the best example of a site on how to do this. So that's kind of illustrates the concept on a site other than our own, and we're just kind of simulating the same thing by going through our site and just linking it to other places. So we could do that on the home page as well. So let's edit that and see if we can't find a weight loss one. Weight loss. So health and weight loss. Come back over here, link to that, and paste that in there. And update. So there you go. That's how interlinking, and that's super powerful. Now, again, you see how we're trying to work it into the text. Another option you can do if you don't want to do that is kind of just create a little menu at the bottom where you have vegan keto cookbook. Now that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And then just kind of link a few articles at the bottom. You know, you don't want to go too crazy with this, but it's just another way you can go about it, and just say something like, check out these other articles, or something like that. You probably want to get a little more creative than that, but that's kind of another way you can go about it if you wanted to. If you couldn't find a good place to interlink these within the text. So that's another way to help do that. So let's illustrate this real quick. So just to kind of visualize this, what we're going to do is we're going to have a home page. And then we're going to use what we call contextual links, meaning links within the text itself, to link over to our blog pages or our resource pages, or basically any other page on the site. And remember, those are called inner pages. So and I'm not going to write that on each one because you get the idea. You see how this kind of has a certain structure to it? So now when a user lands on this home page and they find a link to the inner page, they'll kind of travel down here, and then maybe this links to another inner page, and then links to another one, and links to another one. It's going to be more likely to keep them on the site, and it's going to boost it up. And then Google is going to have the same experience when they send what's called their bot or their spider to your site. So it's going to come to the site, and it's going to look for all the links. So if you make it easier for it to understand, it's going to improve your ranking. And then if you build any links to your site, it's going to pass that on to each one on the site. So that's kind of the basic structure. Now, and then the other topic the other way you can go about it is creating what's called silos. Now that's a more advanced technique, so I'm not going to cover it in depth, but basically that's where you have different topics and then articles below them. And each silo doesn't interact with the other. And then we'd have the home page up here that links to each one. And there's a whole bunch of other different types of silos. And again, that's beyond the scope of this video. But here, for example, you could have weight loss. And here you could have recipes. And here you can have supplements. Yeah, forgive my doodling there. And then you could have weight loss for men, weight loss for ladies, and then so on. So That way each one is kind of, this is like the main topic, and then this is like a subtopic and a subtopic. Main topic, subtopic, subtopic. And that's a loose definition of what we call a silo. And again, there's a bunch of different other types of those. And this is a bit beyond the scope of this video, but I just wanted you to make sure that those were on there. So let's just look at that. Look at this one more time real fast. We have an article, and then we find some text within it that could easily link to another article on our site, and we just link over to it. And you want to use the exact anchor text, so whenever possible. So had this article had a place where it said vegan keto weight loss results, you would link with that exact text. But if you don't, you just kind of get something that's close and you just link over to it. It's really that simple, but this is so powerful. You can really boost your whole site at once. And if nothing else, it makes it easier on people that are reading content on your site. So that's kind of the whole point of doing this. So I hope you found all that useful. If you like videos like this, you can subscribe. We're going to be dropping the next video in this series next Wednesday. So go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll be notified as soon as it comes out. And you can join us on Facebook at superstarseo.group and on Instagram at superstarseo. So thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions about any of this, ask them in the comments and I will personally respond to them within the first 48 hours. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.